Good day to you, Taurus. This is Meenakshi of Meenakshi Tarot. Welcome to your reading for the 30th of October to the 6th of November. Here's almost at an end. So we're going to see what collective energies Taurus come through in this reading. So if this reading doesn't resonate with you, please don't try and force it to fit. Like I said, this is a general reading. And remember, if this reading does not resonate with you or with your situation, just leave it and look at your moon, your Venus, and your rising signs. And for those of you that are cross-reading, thank you for watching. And for those of you that have subscribed to my channel, thank you very much for subscribing. Okay, Taurus. Some interesting situations are happening in some of your lives right now. And we see that actually all of your cards have come up upside down. And also upside down cards have their messages for you as well. So let us have a look here. What is going on? We are seeing a situation where things haven't been feeling very balanced for you for a while. And it could be regards to your financial situations. A lot of you may have found yourself, Taurus, having to let go of certain things and allowing things to just be and change, not the way you would like it to be, but having to let go of situations so that they could change. And you may have felt very limited in your options and choices with the changes that needed to come. Sometimes in a relationship, this is more of a case where what's coming through to me is that you needed to make some changes and you literally threw in the towel in a situation. And we're going to draw some more cards in this because this is not the full story. Because we see that there was a lot of situations where maybe you hadn't always made the best choices for yourself and you had to let go of trying to control everything. And also maybe just realize that a lot of the pain that you were causing was to yourself was unnecessary pain, and the pain you may be causing others, whatever pain you caused yourself, seems to have affected a lot of other people. We see that you didn't always make some wise decisions, especially financial decisions, Taurus. This is coming through. There could have been some decisions that affected you collectively in a friend or family circle or in some kind of a group setting. Could even be a business as well, where decisions that were made, changes that were implied and implicated didn't turn out as well as you had hoped. So we're going to draw some more cards to see what more can be said about the situation and where did the situation lead you to in terms of all of these changes that had happened, and this pain and this a little bit of deception. And I think it was more of a case of you, Taurus, lying to yourself about things. And energies that came through in this reading is Capricorn energy and is Virgo energy. We see, okay, we've got the Ace of Wands, you've got the Nine of Wands, and the Ace of Cups, Three of Cups, King of Swords, Ace of Swords, Five of Wands, you've got Temperance. So let's just get one more card here for you. That is Sagittarius energy. And what else we do see coming through here? You've got the Hanged Man. What we also see here is Libra, Aquarius, Gemini energy. Looking at this, some of you had to rethink the way you were viewing things, the way you were doing things that might not necessarily have been in your best interests. Like I see, choices that you had made did not turn out very well for you. Some of you may have had a Virgo person in your space, and it is a love relationship for many of you. You're feeling very loved in the situation. There's also a Sagittarius love connection here, but there's a financial connection with regards to an air sign, which is a Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. And we see that there is some kind of a change situation with a Scorpio energy, where there's this collective happy energy where you are coming together, you're doing things together. There's a lot of friendship and joy with this situation. So we're seeing you metamorphosing, Taurus, from what you were to what you want to be, where you're allowing your ideas and your heart to be one, to be able to make some decisions, realizing that the worst is behind you and you've got this entire frontier in front of you, and this is a new area for you to be in. We are seeing that you are learning about working together, collaboration and teamwork, and even though the change wasn't the way you thought it would be, it's actually working out very well for you. And you have realized that by letting go of the need to control, you allowed yourself to think more clearly, to have a more concise energy, a more strategic outlook. And this is also giving you some kind of wisdom when it comes to looking at the long-term benefits of your financial choices. You have learned from the mistakes of your past, you have not forgotten them, and you have synthesized this, and you might also have somebody who is in air energy who's taken a more responsible role with regards to the financial aspect of be it your business or your personal finances. We see that some of you might be realizing that there is a little bit of competition, could be conflict, could be teamwork after having a situation of having no options open to you, but it's also the way you are viewing yourself and you viewing your part of the bigger picture and realizing that you are connected, that your part is a necessary part that needs to be played, and you are also understanding the importance of collaboration in your situation, Taurus. So this is quite intense, quite interesting about this metamorphosis and this change, this transition that you are going through. Okay, we are having thunder in the skies today. It's been quite overcast, and so I thought I'd just try and get these readings done while it felt a little quieter. Okay, let's just see what more can we say for you, Taurus. This is a very interesting reading. If this is meant for you, if this is resonating for you, I hope it does give you the guidance. Two of Cups, soulmate relationship, 5 of Pentacles. Interesting. Temperance, Sagittarius energy coming up again. And we have got 4 of Swords, 10 of Swords, 9 of Cups, King of Wands, the Empress, and 9 of Pentacles. Okay, let's have a look at this and see what more can we say to you on this situation, Taurus. Okay. We see that some of you could be finding yourself in some kind of a relationship which is really feeling like a very meaningful relationship. It could feel like a commitment, like a soulmate relationship, a twin flame relationship. Sometimes these relationships are not always love relationships. Sometimes they are, you have a friendship or a colleague where you really work very well, or business partner, and it's like a friendship that it was like it's just like meant to be. It's you were meant to cross paths, you were meant to be in this place in this time. So like I said, some of you may have had to choose between a Virgo person and a Sagittarius person. There was a bit of interest, but it's more, or it could just be about you trying to get some balance in your life. We see some of you may have made a choice in the past with somebody who was a Sagittarius person, and this was actually a very bad choice for you, and it had left you feeling very left out, very abandoned in your love situation. So we see you now, thinking very carefully about yourself and your choices that you want to make. You could also have been, gotten involved in somebody where there was a lot of balance required, and it seemed like more as though one person was giving more than the other person was giving in this relationship, and some of you might have felt very left out and very excluded, and almost as though you were poverty stricken in this relationship, as though you were not able to move forward, you're not able to prosper, to do much with yourself. You felt quite disabled within the situation. And we see this has caused you to want to, take a step back from society, from situations, regather yourself, and even in your social environment, as much as you are enjoying this transition, this change, you are feeling this need to really think very carefully, to go within yourself and be very contemplative about your choices, because it's almost as though you don't really want to be in this place of, you are, it's like you're being very strategic, and you're not realizing that your strategic thinking is taking you back to the same place of lack and of betrayal. And it's as though you're consciously deciding to put yourself in a situation, some of you, where there is this failure to do what you're supposed to do and to call upon this King of Swords energy. Some of you might also be feeling betrayed by an air energy, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini person, or in a process of wanting to betray a trust within the situation between with yourself and a Libra, Aquarius, Gemini person. So there's some sort of betrayal that has come up, and it's come up twice in this reading. Or you might just be feeling more betrayed in the situation with them, or vice versa. We see that you need to also relook at the way you are thinking at things and looking at things. You need to have a different perspective. You could be coming very much like an emotional bully and wanting things your own way because of the way you are able to view yourself in a very successful manner, in a very proactive manner, somebody who has achieved a lot. However, you need to realize that these roots that you have, there's a collective energy here, and there is a requirement for you to be responsible of where you are in your situation. Some of you may be just mishandling a relationship, and you need to decide. I'm going to draw some more cards on this because I'm not sure if you're looking at this as this is a relationship situation where some of you are not treating your person in a relationship very fairly, because it's like you want out. You don't want to put roots in there, but for some reason I don't see you moving out of this situation. You are allowing yourself to stay stuck somewhere where you don't want to be. Okay, let me just have like this kind of went this Justice, Libra energy. There could be a Libra person involved here as well. Sagittarius, Libra. Could be somebody in your space, but definitely something to do with you expecting a karmic justice. You're expecting something to be sorted out and something to be balanced in a domestic situation. And we are seeing that from this will bring you a lot of abundance. So you are expecting a flow, a change. You're needing balance, but you don't want to stay rooted, but you want things to come to some of you. Okay, I'm sounding mangled and jangled. Give me a moment here. Please. I'm looking at this Taurus. It's like you are feeling very stifled in your domestic situation for some reason. It's like but you are expecting there to be some kind of karmic justice, some kind of fairness, and some kind of prosperity, almost like a generational prosperity. Some of you might be in a situation where you feel your person owes you. There's something that you feel is due to you, that they need to give to you, so that it's as though you feel that somebody's beholden upon you, that they owe you. And it's almost like a financial owing that you have convinced yourself that somebody owes you financially, and they must give you what you feel is due to you. And you're holding yourself and your person in this bondage because you are not happy being here. Or it could also be somebody could be in a situation where you need to rethink the way you are. You do not want to be beholden upon this person. You do not want to have to take care of this person or to give this person anything. It's as though you want a separation. Some of you might be wanting a separation. You want the other person to walk away and to walk out, but not want anything of you financially. So there could be that where you want somebody to leave, but not be financially dependent upon you in any which way. So it's a very tricky situation that you are requiring, that you are expecting, that you are wanting, because it's as though you don't want to be caught up. You want to be financially free to pursue your other situationship that you are interested in, your other area of interest that you want to be in. There's something, you want to be someplace else, you don't want to be here. And you don't want to be tied down financially to this other person or to your domestic responsibilities. And this is what could be coming through. Some of you are in a relationship where you could be the one footing the bill for whatever reason, and you don't want to be in that situation. You don't want to have that level of responsibility anymore for yourself. Okay, let's draw some more cards here. This is a very complicated situation, which I'm sure that if you sat and you had a discussion with your person, that you guys can work something out. Card flipped over, victory in reverse. So there's definitely a lot of communication that is required here. And second chakra. There's a lot of communication that is required in this situation, and a lot of clarity that would be required, because you need to love yourself. You need to be very, even in this situation, you have to be fair. I mean, if you don't want this person anymore, for whatever your reasons, if you've fallen out of love with them, if somebody else has caught your attention, you just don't want to be with this person, for whatever is your reason that you don't want to be there, you need to be very honest, and you need to bring some fairness into this situation. So let's see, what more can we draw here. If you feel that you're the one that's giving and you're not getting anything in return, you've got the woman holding the heart in reverse. So you could be with somebody who you feel is very grasping, very greedy, who's always taking and taking and taking from you, or somebody who's got this feminine energy, who's always taking. You could be the person as well where you may feel that you are becoming, instead of being balanced and happy and open to new ideas, you are feeling as though you're becoming a very bitter person as well, and not very kind in the domestic situation, because you are not where you want to be. You want to move on to something else. You want to be someplace else. So if your situation is changing you, Taurus, you need to be aware of this. If you are somewhere where you don't want to be and you are becoming a bitter person because of this thing, you really need to be mindful of yourself. And if you feel that whomever you are with is become the bitter person and is just bringing you down in life, you need to be honest and you need to speak up about the situation, because it's hindering you on your path to success, having to deal with the situation with somebody who you feel that you can build a future with. So this is quite intense, Taurus, very intense. Okay, some of you, this could be a very new phase to be in, feeling in unknown territory, but it's exactly where you are supposed to be. And this is going through the situation, taking shelter. You've got unknown territory, miracles, taking shelter. So you're in this situation because this is something that you need to go through. You may have been here time and time again, you keep avoiding it, and you need to realize that you need to forge ahead in this unknown situation, that your spirit and your mind and yourself is not aware of wanting to walk away from somewhere. You may have made a commitment for religious reasons or for an oath that you took to yourself that you would not leave your marriage or not leave your relationship and you would stay faithful, but for some reason you don't want to stay there. For whatever promise decision you made to stay, you can't stay anymore. And so you are now in this place where you want to move on to something else. So you need to realize that you are exactly where you need to be, and this is a new place for you emotionally, mentally, physically. And you need to expect that there can be miracles, and you can accept that you have evolved and that you have changed. You're not the same person that you were once upon a time. And all these answers, and as much as you may find that things are scary and it's going against who you are as a person, you have these answers within yourself. You know what it is that you need to do. And as much as you may feel afraid to take the step, to move on, to move out of your situation, you do need to take the step and you do need to move on. You do need to move out, because this is not bringing you the happiness and the joy that you really wanted. And maybe it's a relationship that was a soulmate relationship, but soulmate relationships end at some point, and this relationship has run its course. So you need to decide. especially if you're somewhere where you don't want to be anymore. It's run its course and your spirit is calling on you to move on. So let's just get one more grounding card here for you. One more grounding card, Taurus. One more card for Taurus. Big picture thinking. Look at that. Pleiades energy. Visionary, inspired ideas. Okay, this is really for you to understand that you need to allow yourself to dream, to have your dreams become a reality. And you need to realize that the world is actually created by dreamers, by visionaries, by thinkers. And you are called to allow yourself to be this visionary, this dreamer, this thinker. You are called to allow yourself to take center stage, to live your best life, to do what is important for you. You are called to redefine your future, to be a leader. It doesn't matter your age. You need to trust the vision that you have. You need to follow it. You need to, in every way, your daily action should be an action towards your vision, the way it's supposed to be. You're supposed to dream this new world into being, this new situation into being, a new world for yourself, because you are not being your productive best where you're at right now, and you need to undo and change and allow yourself to metamorphose, to encourage yourself to have this inspired ideas, this big picture thinking. Open up your mind, opening up yourself to think more of yourself, to allow more of yourself to merge. And this is what you need to do. And you need to have this courage, Taurus. You are a bull. Have this courage and allow your vision to become a reality. So there's some major changes needing to happen in your space, Taurus. And I hope you have the courage to face them, to communicate them, to put them down on your vision board and to work towards it to become a reality. Because, the only way we evolve is through change, and you need to become your best version of yourself. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed this reading. Please remember to subscribe to my channel, to share my videos, and I'll see you guys again next week. Take care and goodbye.